Welcome to The Bachelorette After the Final Rose. I am Chris Harrison. Tonight, America watched as Bachelorette Deanna Pappas declared her love for a freewheeling snowboarder named Jesse and accepted his heartfelt marriage proposal. It was an amazing conclusion to an emotional journey that started with Deanna dating 25 bachelors and is now ended happily with two people who are very much in love. Tonight, we'll hear from the newly engaged couple and find out how they're doing. But first, there is one man who wasn't so lucky, a single father from Seattle. Jason fell in love with Deanna and hoped to spend the rest of his life with her, but he ended up alone and brokenhearted. Tonight, he's back to talk about what happened. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jason. Here.
They're being...
It's good to see you again. Good to see you again, my friend.
It's great to see you, too.
You and Deanna had an amazing romance. Unfortunately, it did end in heartbreak. Before we talk about it, let's take a look at what happened.
When I met Deanna for the first time and I looked into her eyes, we had an instant connection.
Can I kiss you?
And I knew I wanted to be around her all the time.
How are you?
I'm good.
The way I feel about Deanna is a way I've never felt about anybody in my entire life.
You just compared me to Ty, and he's the most important person in your life.
Absolutely. My two most important subjects in my life. She is the most amazing person I've ever met. I could look into Deanna's eyes forever. I love you, Deanna. There's not a doubt in my mind that I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I've risked everything to be here. I've stepped away from my beautiful boy. I've thrown my heart out there, and it all feels right. Nothing's felt this right before. I can't wait to get down on one knee and propose.
No, I can't.
Let me talk to you. You have no idea how much I care about you. I know that my life would always be good with you. And even though I'm falling in love with you, I am in love with someone else.
God, I miss you.
It just got me hurt again. I've had body armor since my ex left me. I thought I was coming down. Now it's up. Wow.
Yeah, to say the least. Tough to watch and relive again.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know how I'd feel sitting here, but it hurts.
Were you in love with this woman?
Absolutely. I mean, without a doubt in my mind, I mean, she's everything that I've ever looked for, and then some. I mean, I saw and felt a connection with her that I'd never felt in my life, and it felt
Perfect. What happened?
I don't know. That whole time in the Bahamas, it felt like it was just us.
Yeah.
Every moment we were together, it felt like we were a couple on a vacation or on a honeymoon or something like that. And the night before, when we had our last date, we had such a great time. And, you know, when we got back to the room, it was just the perfect time to tell her I was in love with her.
It was an amazing moment.
Yeah. You know, it just felt right. Then when I pulled up, God, I was so sure it was me. I was so sure. And she, you know, and I saw her down the pathway, and she was just glowing. And I think I even kind of jogged up there a little bit. I was so excited. You know, I got down on my knee to propose, and I was okay with everything I was doing because I was completely in love. But then when she had me get up, I mean, obviously I knew it was happening.
Right.
But I was still a little shocked that she let me get down on my knee. I kind of wish she didn't let me get all the way down there.
Yeah.
And I remember getting into the car and just thinking, what happened?
Yeah.
I mean, what happened in her eyes? I mean, I know that, you know, I know more than anybody that I've got, you know, a 3-foot-tall wild card.
Yeah. Well, and that was a big deal. You opened up your life, and this was a huge deal. Something we've never done on this show is bringing a child into this, your son Ty.
Yeah, I mean, I don't introduce just anybody to Ty. And Deanna, when she came to Seattle, she was great with Ty.
Yeah.
And he really enjoyed Deanna.
But seeing the three of you, Deanna and you and Ty,
right?
I'm sure you were flash forwarding to this is what it's going to be like. This is a
playing at the park with them. She was unbelievable, and we were in the car ride from the park to dinner, and he was getting a little fussy and he wanted to take a nap, and she put him to sleep by like rubbing his head like that. Like it was completely innate for her.
You still have feelings for Deanna?
Absolutely. I mean, she is, she's one in a million. I mean, I know what I look for in somebody. I know what kind of match I need to have with somebody. And it was all there. I mean, every single last ounce of it was there. But she didn't feel that way. And I don't wish any pain like this on anybody. I mean, it's hard, you know, I can actually, I remember the first moment I looked in her eyes and I saw that, like, sparkle of life behind it that I have to have.
Well, I'd like to say it's going to get easier, but it's not. Because in just a minute, you're going to get your chance to talk to Deanna face to face. You ready to do this?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Up next, Jason and Deanna will see each other again right here for the very first time since she broke his heart back in the Bahamas. And later, the happy couple will be here as well with a surprise announcement. It's all coming up right here on The Bachelorette after the final rose.